girl is not trying to walk down the hallway in the middle of the night to go pee.
Rich the producer.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Deja Janae Exo, and I'm back with another video. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, I will be basically telling you guys about the different dorms on Georgia Southern's campus. In my last video, which was like a pros and cons of going to Georgia Southern University, I said I would make this video, so here it is. Since I don't want this video to be really long, I'm just gonna really tell y'all a few things about the dorms, and if you have any questions, you can like leave a comment down below, because pretty much most of the dorms are the exact same with just different names and different locations, but I'll try to, you know, be more as detailed as possible. So before I get started, all of the dorms do have Wi-Fi. All of them have washers and dryers. All of them do come with a bed. They come with a dresser, a desk, like some type of shelving, a closet, a clubhouse, which is like the front desk people, a game room, a computer lab, and what else? Like some type of living room and some type of kitchen area. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the different dorms, and I'm going to like kind of talk about some of them at the same time because they all look the same. So I guess I'll go by doing the more similar ones first. So the first one I'm going to talk about, well, the first ones are Centennial, Southern Courtyard, Southern Pines, and UV. The four of these all have 4-bedroom apartments. So I'm going to get into like the apartment styles, and then they also have like, you know, suites and other things like that. So the four all have full beds when it comes to the apartment style. The 4-bedroom apartment style, they have full beds. So not a twin size, but a full. Also, the four of them, make sure. Yeah, make sure. All four of them also have a kitchen and a living room area. So, you know, you can cook or you can chill or anything like that. And they're pretty much, all four of them pretty much have the same size room and same size kitchen. They're just in different locations. Also, you have your own room in all four of those, and I think you share a bathroom in all four. Only one you don't share a bathroom in is UV, but the other three, you do share a bathroom. The prices range between like $2,000 and like $3,500 for all four of those. All of those, Southern Courtyard, Southern Pines, and Centennial Place, which is we call CP, they house mostly freshmen, and then UV houses mostly, well, not mostly, but houses freshmen and upperclassmen. So the three of them houses mostly freshmen, and then one freshman and upperclassmen. CP is the closest to campus. It's the closest to a bus stop. Literally, when you walk outside, walk across the street, you're at a bus stop. Southern Courtyard and Southern Pines, they aren't extremely far from a bus stop, but they're not as close as they could be to a bus stop. Southern Courtyard, if you live on this side, the bus stop is literally right here, but if you live on like this side, you have to walk through to get to the bus stop. UV has no bus stop at all. You can't walk to like Southern Courtyard's bus stop. If you did, it's like a waste because you could have just walked to wherever you had to go. Like on weekends when the bus is not running, Southern Pines and UV are the farthest from like the dining hall, because I know mostly freshmen have the dining plan, and like on weekends you're not going to starve, so you have to walk. So it's like it's not too far, but like when it's hot or when it's cold outside, you like, I'm not trying to make this walk right now. Let me just go see what I got in the refrigerator and pop it in the microwave. So yeah, it's kind of not too far, but it's far enough. Also, they UV, since it's like for upperclassmen too, they have like a pool, they have a basketball court, they have a lake, they have like a lot of nice stuff in UV. Only thing I don't like about UV is the way it looks on the outside. It's not too cute, but it's not ugly. It's just not like, I don't know. It's just kind of funky looking. And then it's extremely far from campus. So if I had to rate UV 1 out of 10, I would probably rate it an 8 out of 10. So that's that. If I had to rate Southern Pines 1 through 10, I'll probably rate it a 8 out of 10. Side note for Southern Pines. I personally haven't experienced it, but because I didn't live there, but from what I've heard from other people, Southern Pines has like a water bug issue. So like the summertime is when they want to come out and you're going to see all types of bugs and stuff. And your girl's scared of bugs, so I couldn't do it. So I'm probably going to rate that a 7 out of 10 because your girl don't do bugs and it's far from campus. CP, I would probably, if I stayed in a 4-bedroom apartment, I would probably rate CP a 10 out of 10 because it's literally right on campus. It's the newest dorm, so it looks very nice. Yeah, it's really nothing bad you could say about CP. Like, I didn't stay there, so it's just an outsider looking in. But if I were to just give my rating, I would say a 10 out of 10. And lastly, Southern Courtyard, I would probably rate a 9 out of 10 just because the bus stop could be closer and they share a bathroom. But all of those, out of the 4 I just named, Southern Pines to me would be the worst just because your girl don't do bugs. Southern Pines would be the worst. Then I would rate UV next, and then Southern Courtyard, and then Centennial Place. So, yeah, that's those 4. The next ones I'm going to talk about is Kennedy and Watson, and I want to do these 2 together because they're like the brother and sister. Watson and Kennedy are like the places where nobody wants to stay. Those are like the places where the people who can't really afford it and the people who like do their housing assignments late end up. So, or some people just don't too much care and they just, they don't care. Just throw them anywhere. But nobody really wants to stay in these places, and the reasons why is because, number one, Watson, if you hear anybody talk about Watson, the first thing they're going to say, I promise y'all, is that Watson has community-style bathrooms. Your girl is not trying to walk down the hallway in the middle of the night to go pee. Like, I want to walk into the next room, like literally right there to use the bathroom. I'm not trying to walk down the hallway in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Like, no, ma'am. So, yeah, that's one bad thing about Watson. Also, Watson and Kennedy basically look the same inside the rooms because in Watson and Kennedy, you share a room regardless. And they both have tiled floors, so it's not hardwood and it's not carpet, it's tile. And so if you don't got no socks on, your feet gonna be cold. Also, they're the same in that the fact they both were built in like the 19-somethings. Like one was in 1994 and one was in like 1998. So they're basically like the oldest on campus, which is probably why they look the worst and probably why nobody wants to stay there. But I mean, personal preference. Everything is personal preference. What else about Watson and Kennedy? The washer and dryer is like for the entire community. So like you have to travel to a common area for everybody to use. Kennedy has a huge washer and dryer. It looks like a laundromat, honestly. Like they got a bunch of washers and dryers, but it's probably because literally everybody in Kennedy has to use that one area. What else? You share a room. They have twin size beds. You won't catch a full size bed in Kennedy or Watson. The closets are not like the typical closets you would think of. They're like the wooden closets. And if I have a picture, I will put like a picture right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But, yeah, that's that. What else about Kennedy and Watson? Both both of them are close to a bus stop. So Kennedy is close to the bus stop by EV, which you probably don't know that. So I'm just gonna say it's close to a bus stop. And Watson is close to campus. So CP is the first dorm that's close to campus, and then Watson would be the second closest. So yeah, that's some good things about it. Also, what else is some good things? Good things. They're both the cheapest, so they range between 2,000 and like 100. So they range from like 2,100 to like 2,800. So they're really, really cheap. They're like the cheapest dorms you can find. What else is good about them? Everything is basically accessible. Like anything you need, anything you can get from like UV or like the nicer places, anything you need, you can get. It just won't be like in your room. So like the kitchen, if you need to use the kitchen, you have to go down the hallway. If you need to use the bathroom, you have to go down the hallway. If you need to, I don't know, anything else, like you have to go down the hallway basically. Kennedy, you don't have to go down the hallway to use the bathroom. It'll be in your room, but you'll share the bathroom with at least one other person. And I think up to 4 people, well, up to 3 people technically, because you will make the 4th. So I don't know, it's just something to think about, and they're just not pleasant to look at. And as I'm talking, I'm gonna be showing pictures and things of what they look like. And of course, you know, the pictures make it look like it's all nice and good, but you know, your girl actually go there and I can actually see what's going on compared to other dorms, and I just wouldn't recommend them. So with that being said, I talked about, so far I talked about CP, Southern Courtyard, Southern Pines, UV, Kennedy, Watson. Now it's only 2 more to talk about, and these are kind of separate because they're nothing similar to the rest of the dorms. So I guess I'll do EV first, which is Eagle Village. I stayed in Eagle Village my freshman year, and I loved it. I didn't have any complaints, only because like, yeah, I really didn't have any complaints at all. I stayed on the 4th floor, which is only 4 floors, so I didn't have to hear anybody stumping over the top of me. I didn't have to worry about, like, if we were to have a flood, I don't have to worry about my stuff getting flooded. Didn't have to worry about any bugs, because, you know, the higher up you go, the less, you know, bugs can't travel that far up. So I didn't have to, I didn't have any bug problems. Like, EV was just lit for me. I had a good time. So EV, I stayed in a 4-bedroom apartment. I think you only do 4 and 3 bedroom. I haven't seen anything else besides 4 and 3 bedroom. Yeah, no. Bad things about EV. So you don't have a whole kitchen. You have a kitchenette, which means you don't have a stove and you don't have a dishwasher. It's a nice sized living room. You have to share a bathroom with one other person. So the person is like next to you, that lives next to you. And they don't have a tub. So EV only have, and not even just EV, Watson too. So EV and Watson, I think, are the only 2 dorms that only have showers. They don't have tubs. So if you're a person that like to get you some bubble baths and all of that, no, you're not gonna get that from EV. So reconsider staying somewhere else. You have a twin size bed in EV. The rooms are, like I said, the rooms are very small. But freshman year, it didn't bother me because I didn't have that much stuff. Like, I had stuff, but it wasn't too bad. Like now, with all the stuff I have now, I could never stay in EV. But what else about EV? EV was nice. It's close to the bus stop. It's either close to the bus stop or close to campus. So depending on which side you stay on, you're either close to the bus stop or you're either close to campus, and you can walk to either one. But I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. Personal preference. All of these are personal preference. So this is just my personal opinions. What else about EV? I don't think I have anything else much to say about EV. I liked it. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it a 10 out of 10. I didn't have any complaints at all. Well, maybe 9.5 out of 10 because the rooms were a tad bit small. But like I said, freshman year, like, it didn't bother me at all. So it's just like, I'm good. So yeah, I'll probably rate it a 9.5 out of 10. So the last on my list, I know I barely really hit all of the stuff I wanted to really say, but y'all, this video would have been completely too long. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Last on my list is Freedom's Landing, which everybody calls Freedom's. So I did live in Freedom's. I lived there my sophomore year, and Freedom's is like the top of all of the dorms. Freedom's it used to be an apartment complex, and then Georgia Southern bought it out, so it's like really apartment style. And yeah, I think they have, I don't think they have 1 bedrooms. I think the smallest they have is 2 bedrooms, and the most they have is 4. So in all of the dorms in Freedom's, you have your own bathroom, you have your own room. You have your own closet, obviously. The closets have, mirrors on the closet, so you don't have to buy any mirrors. They come with a built-in desk. They have tubs and showers, so it's both, like, it's combined. I guess like the regular tub you have at home. The rooms are huge. You can have your beds raised or lowered. The living room area is huge. You have a full kitchen, and you have, like, you know, like the little pantry. Like, Freedom's is nice. The only bad thing I would say about Freedom's is, one, it's expensive. Freedom's is the most expensive. As a matter of fact, Freedom's costs between $3,715 to $4,460. And so that might not sound like a lot, but y'all, when you calculate how much you would be paying like a month, you might as well stay in an apartment. Because, well, at least at Georgia Southern, because we have nice, cheap student apartments. But Freedom's is expensive, bro. And if you're one of them people that get refund checks, so like you don't really care about where you staying, just think about it. If you wasn't staying in Freedom's and you were staying somewhere much cheaper, your refund check would be so much bigger. Or if you're somebody who has to pay out of pocket, Freedom's is expensive. So it's things like that you got to think about when choosing where you want to stay. So Freedom's is very expensive, but it's very nice. It's huge. It's carpeted. It comes with a desk chair. What else? I really don't know. It looks like an apartment, so it's like different buildings. It's like 16 buildings. I don't know. It's like 16 different buildings, and everybody, you know, people stay in different buildings. It's a huge complex because, like I said, it used to be apartments. There is no bus stop. You have to go to the stadium to go and catch the bus. Or if you had a car, you can drive. Freedom's mostly houses upperclassmen, but some freshmen did stay there. Like, one of my friends stayed there freshman year. And, I mean, of course, she liked it because, you know, Freedom's is just lit. But, like, once you stay in Freedom's, you don't want to downgrade to nothing else, honestly. Like, Freedom's is the top of the top. I loved it in Freedom's, and I would have continued to stay there until my senior year if I wasn't considerate of the amount of money I would be saving if I was living off campus. So now I live off campus, but like I said, sophomore year, Freedom's was it. I would have stayed there again and again and again if it wasn't so expensive. Yeah, so if I had to rate Freedom's 1 through 10, it would definitely be a 10 out of 10. I loved it, and I didn't have any bug problems. You know, I saw one bug when I first moved in, and after that first day, I didn't see any more at all. None of my roommates, I don't think any of my roommates ever saw any since they was moving in. But when I first moved in, it was one of my bathroom. And so after that, I didn't see any more until, well, not until, because I didn't see any more. But yeah, Freedom's was lit. You know, go to Freedom's. If you got some money, definitely stay in Freedom's. So I pretty much said all I needed to say about all the dorms. I guess I'm going to close it up by giving y'all like my list of like number 1 being the one I would stay in, and then number, how many is it, 8 being the one I would not stay in. So the first one, Freedom's, is definitely number 1. After Freedom's, I would pick probably Centennial Place. After Centennial Place, I would probably pick Southern Courtyard. After Southern Courtyard, EV. After EV, I guess UV, University Village, and then after UV, I would pick Southern Pines. Then after Southern Pines, I would pick Kennedy. Then after Kennedy, I would pick Watson. So yeah, so I just based it off of like the sizing and like how it looks. That's how I chose my order of 8. And so of course, like, I would still recommend EV for freshmen, depending on, it just depends on the person. So for freshmen, I would definitely recommend EV. I would definitely recommend CP. I would definitely recommend Southern Courtyard for freshmen. Upperclassmen, I would definitely recommend Freedoms. I would definitely recommend Southern Courtyard. I would definitely recommend CP because upperclassmen can stay there too. But by the time you become an upperclassman, most people move off campus because they see how much money they can save. And I will probably make a video about that, like the different places you can stay off campus for cheap, like my ranking of where I would stay. And yeah, so y'all, this video is already at 20 minutes and I still have to edit. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. And yeah, y'all let me know what other Georgia Southern videos y'all want to see, and I will definitely make those videos for y'all. My lighting was trash the whole entire video, but you know it's all good because I still got to say what I need to say. I'm about to go fix this because this is getting on my nerves. But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all in my next video. So until next time, peace.
I don't really want no food.
Hey yo, Draco got that kickback. When they kick back, you can't get your shit back. In fact, it's that bitch that I hate small talk. I don't fuck with chit chat. AC just stopped working, so they hit me, told me bring my